My name is Dorothy Maseke from ICEA Lion Group, and it's such a great honor and privilege to participate in the AFSIC Conference 2021. I will begin by speaking about ICEA Lion Group. We are a one-stop shop for insurance and related financial services with roots dating back to 1895. Our heritage of providing innovative and award-winning products and services in insurance, pensions, investments, and trusts continues to this day. Our strength lies in a culture of excellence, quality, highest levels of professionalism and integrity, an excellent technical capacity, and a solid financial backing. The group in Kenya comprises of 4 companies, each one a market leader in its own right, this being ICEA Lion Life Assurance, ICEA Lion General Insurance, ICEA Lion Asset Management Company, and ICEA Lion Trust Company. We also have subsidiaries in Uganda and Tanzania and have been signatories to the UNEP-FI Principles of Sustainable Insurance from the year 2016 as the first in East and Central Africa. And we continue in our commitment for this cause. So I will now dive right into what I want to speak about today, turning words into action and how we can use insurance for the SDGs. I will begin by speaking about some of the challenges that we see, the current state of play, as I later on make the case for sustainable insurance, and more importantly, challenge us to turn the many words that we speak into actions as I share some of our experiences. Allow me to be a bit vulnerable as I start this off. Now, this vulnerability articulates the challenge and possible opportunities that we have in this great continent. With a low penetration rate of 2.4% in Kenya, for example, how do we begin to speak about net zero and decarbonizing portfolios? How relevant is this topic and this concept in the current African context? The question from many, and I dare say this, how can we be speaking of sustainable insurance, of climate change in a continent where more than one, or they estimate that about for every 3 people, 1 of them lives below the poverty line, where citizens struggle to put food on the table and make ends meet with so many competing interests. Look, food on the table vis-a-vis climate change discussions, health of our citizens vis-a-vis net zero targets. Many ask, why have this conversation in the first place? Why have this conversation at all? I have an answer for you. Actually, it's an answer for all of us because I ask myself these very same questions. It is for these reasons, lack of food, lack of water, lack of affordable healthcare, increasing risk protection gap, among others, that makes it necessary for us to have this conversation. In other words, we cannot separate the challenges we have in Africa from the very same topic of ESG and climate change. As you know, the UN Sustainable Development Goals are a shared vision to end poverty, rescue the planet, and build a prosperous and peaceful world. These goals are gaining global momentum. And while we acknowledge that progress is being made in many places, actions to meet these SDGs are not yet advancing at the speed and the scale required. Africa, as I mentioned earlier, we are at a far worse off stage. However, as we embark on this decade of action to deliver the SDGs by 2030, there's an urgent need to accelerate solutions to major sustainability challenges, ranging from, climate change, biodiversity loss, ecosystem degradation, pollution, human rights violations, poverty and social inequality, name them. And particularly in the wake of the COVID-19 pandemic that has slowed down progress on the SDGs. As risk managers, as insurers, as investors, we have a key role to play in promoting economic, social, and environmental sustainability, including ensuring a sustainable recovery from the pandemic as we build back better. It is in this vein and under the auspices of the UNEP-FI, that we as ICEA Lion brought together hundreds of stakeholders and thought leaders within and out of the insurance sector when we hosted the 4th Africa Market event on the 22nd of April this year. One of the key outcomes of this conference was the launch of the Nairobi Declaration on Sustainable Insurance, which is a statement of commitment by African insurance leaders to support the achievement of the UN SDGs. Insurance leaders who sign on to this declaration commit to sustainability in 5 key areas of risk management, insurance, investments, policy, regulatory and industry engagement, and sustainable insurance thinking and practices. Under risk management, for example, signatories commit to advance on the assessment, the management, the disclosure of climate change-related risks and opportunities, building on the work that has already been done by the TCFD and other bodies. They also commit to advance the assessment and disclosure of environmental, social, and governance risks and opportunities across all lines of business. Those, the lines are non-life, life and health, and pensions. Under insurance and in supporting the insurance sustainable development goals, there's a commitment to harness products and solutions that can help achieve these SDGs. This includes closing the insurance risk protection gap by developing and promoting inclusive and innovative solutions through, say, InsurTech or nature-based resilient solutions for households, for businesses, and for governments. The aim of this is to build resilient cities and communities, as well as sustainable food and agriculture systems. On the policy, regulatory, and industry front, signatories commit to engage with policymakers, with these regulators, with associations to address key sustainability challenges, knowing all too well that no one company or no one institution can go it alone. The last aspect covers sustainable insurance thinking and practices and requires signatories to enhance knowledge and capacity of the insurance industry on matters sustainable insurance. 10 signatories have signed on to this declaration so far. And this includes, of course, ICEA Lion, being that we are hosts to that event, FSD Africa, African Risk Capacity, the Association of Kenyan Insurance, the South African Insurance Association, PTARI, among others. These are ambitious declarations, I must say. And the question lies in how to turn these words into action. We may not have all the answers, but one common theme stands out, that the secret lies in an institution's conscious approach to tackle the sustainability challenge. This includes building a strategy and a set of initiatives that consciously and incrementally works to address sustainability. We acknowledge that it is not easy, but it is necessary. At ICEA Lion, for example, we are making progress. In terms of turning these words into action, we're embracing a 3-pronged approach at macro, at meso, and at micro level. At macro level, we're encouraging more participation onto the declaration, as we are doing now. At meso level, we're engaging more with our communities in a number of ways, including our biodiversity initiatives through a lion conservation project, among other solutions that we are developing for the communities that we serve. At micro level, we have just introduced a medical second opinion product that enables individuals at very low premiums, actually premiums of less than $10, that allows these individuals to access second medical opinions at some of the world's largest facilities. We are also developing our ESG risk appetite, which will feed into our underwriting processes, among other actions. It starts with the simple but fast steps, and we are on that journey. In closing, therefore, I would like to encourage insurance sector players in Africa to commit to this declaration. take it, understand it, commit to it. But more importantly, let us work together and turn these words into actions for the sake of our generation and of those to come after us. Together, and only together, can we do this. Let us shape the sustainable insurance agenda in Africa and strengthen the global effort of ensuring for sustainable development. Thank you.